Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Embarrasses. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, as you guys know, there was a very, very, very big NBA game yesterday between the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. I watched every single dribble of that game. And it was a pretty big game, right? Pretty big game, very entertaining. And in the first half, these guys looked very, very dominant. The Denver Nuggets, right? They looked very, very dominant. And I was also paying attention to some of the players on the Lakers side. Most importantly, I was paying attention to LeBron and Anthony Davis. And in that first half of that game, LeBron was very aggressive. He was getting to his spots. He finished the first half with 11 points on 50% shooting from the free throw line, but he only attempted 2 free throws. He did have 8 rebounds and 6 assists. He did have 8 rebounds and 3 assists on 62% shooting from the field. Then I think he ended up finishing that game with 26 points. 26 points, 9 assists, only 3 turnovers, 1 block. 12 rebounds on 73% shooting from the free throw line. He did miss all 4 of his 3-pointers, but he did shoot overall 56% from the field. But going into that game, I think most people would have assumed that the Denver Nuggets were going to be able to take, game 1 at their home court. Right? I wasn't really expecting the Lakers to win that game. I'm sure some people were, but I think the majority of us thought Denver was going to win that game. And as I was watching the game at the end, yes, LeBron has some turnovers. Yes, he missed some shots and all of that. But maybe it's just me. I didn't make too much of a big deal out of it. And the reason, again, I didn't make a big deal out of it was because I wasn't expecting the Lakers to lose, number one. And number two, there's always game 2. The goal as the team on the road is always to try to split. And there's always the best opportunity really you have in a series to split on the road is game 1. If you can steal game 1, then you're good. But in this case, the Lakers couldn't do it, but I knew that they had another chance. And they had some other positive things that were happening, especially when they brought in, what's his name, Hachimura in the second half. I think that's when things began to change for the Lakers from a schematic standpoint. So I woke up this morning, and I was just kind of combing through the internet here. And then I came across an article here from from the Sports Rush. And it was centered on some comments of Skip Bayless basically going off on LeBron James on Twitter. And as I was reading through his tweets, I was like, what kind of disgusting thing is this? So before we get into Skip Bayless's tweets, this video is brought to you by sponsor Aura, who's also the official sponsor of the T-Wolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's the sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts, and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what I want to do is I want to read 1 or 2 of Skip Bayless's tweets here, because I really don't know what the hell is wrong with Skip. I don't know why Skip Bayless was doing this. So one of the things he said was, why does LeBron James insist on jacking up threes when he's such a poor 3-point shooter? He took a huge one just now when he should have attacked. He came in shooting 26% from the 3 for the playoffs. Tonight, 0-4. Just kills the team from 3. Another one. LeBron also had a crushing late turnover after dribbling between his legs in the lane. When Jamal Murray knocked it out of his hands, the quote-unquote GOAT has to be better than that. Phony GOAT. Skip, on the one hand, will be on television talk about, oh, I expect LeBron to do this. LeBron is good at this. LeBron is good at that. LeBron is good at this. LeBron is good at that. Whatever. Then the minute the guy loses, he gets on this tirade. But then the minute the guy plays well, you're supporting him. And to me, it just, a lot of it seems phony on both sides. To me, I think predominantly Skip does not like LeBron James. It's just what it is. Because you can't tell me you like somebody and then, or you don't have anything against the guy and you're going that, okay, like you don't like him, but then, okay, so what's the purpose of throwing in there? What is it? The GOAT has to be better than that phony GOAT. What's the purpose of all of this? Now, some of our viewers may be like, but wait a minute, I thought you don't know. It's not about that. It's not about that. First of all, we're in the playoffs. It is one playoff game. Just one playoff game. It's not that, oh my God, it was game 7 or anything. Yes, did he have some turnovers? Yes. Was he the only one? No. And maybe I'm just one of these type of people that doesn't like to boil a lot of these games down to, okay, who are we going to blame? There always has to be some type of blame game at the end. Instead, what could have happened or should have happened was we should have spent more time talking about all the things that the Denver Nuggets did well. All the things that the Denver Nuggets did well. But apparently that wasn't the case. It all has to do about, okay, the Lakers lost. Now who are we going to blame? And the thing with Skip is, because whenever Skip does give LeBron a compliment, I really look at him with a side because I really don't believe it. I think Skip does that because maybe somebody told him, hey man, you're being a little bit too critical of LeBron. Start saying nice things. But I really don't believe when he says, oh, I think LeBron is, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't think this is a moment to pile on the guy. I think if the Lakers lost the series and LeBron played poorly in a pivotal game to lose the series, then you start piling on. Then you can get into the phony GOAT conversation. But after game 1 of a series, we're getting into the phony GOAT talk. So what happens next? If he has a great game in game 2, he's what? He's no longer the phony GOAT. He's the GOAT. Like, we got to stop with this. At a certain point, we got to stop. I know it's weird. So I find myself here defending LeBron. It's not that I'm defending LeBron. I just don't like I don't like these antics with the coverage. This like coverage with antics. Like, oh, let's just throw this and then let's sensationalize. I'm like, come on, stop. There were other things happening in that game than just LeBron and his 1 or 2 bad turnovers. Okay, Skip said it, but he only had 3 turnovers in the entire game. You're acting like as if the guy had 25 turnovers. He played well. Overall, he played well. Yes, he missed some threes, but the Lakers, by and large, are not a good three-point shooting team. By and large, they're really not. D'Angelo Russell missed 3 threes. He didn't make any threes. So to me, man, I don't know. I just didn't like that. Didn't sit well with me, but these are my thoughts. What I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this entire show? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you on the next show.